And that right there is the Great Gatsby Lighthouse. So I thought that was cool, and I figured I'd share it. So in case anyone just gets upset, I just want to say that the title of this video is not misleading. In fact, it's the principles I'm going to teach you are stuff that you know that you should do, or at least that you have to do in order to get the extra 1 to 2 hours a day. So it pretty much comes down to cutting time out of things that are unnecessary in your life. So for me, for example, I'd go to the dining hall for dinner for like an hour, or I'd spend time on social media when it's 10:30 at night. And what that essentially does is it cuts time away from stuff that I could be using it for other things, like, for example, schoolwork or sleeping. And the thing is if you look at your day from a broader spectrum, like from a wider perspective, you're going to see a lot of unnecessary activities that you're doing. For example, look at your screen time. I want you to check your screen time right now and tell me how much you use social media, including YouTube, because that's a big one. But the way that essentialism works is pretty simple. It pretty much consists of you blocking out your day into certain segments, but keeping things separate, of course. So like when you go and study, put your phone to the side. Do not pick it up and do not touch Instagram. Because if the second you start mixing studying with social media, you're not going to really retain the information that well, and you're going to get sidetracked, and you're not going to get a lot of progress done studying, and you're just going to feel like you wasted your time on Instagram. It's just a waste of time. And I have a funny story. So actually, first week of college ever, I was studying 6 hours a day, and I was telling people, I was asking them, I was like, am I studying too much? And they were like, yeah, because it's syllabus week. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting your time reading the syllabus. I was really just, I was on YouTube half the time, and I was on Facebook checking my notifications. So, I wasn't really studying that much. And, like, even the stuff I was studying, I wasn't retaining. So, essentially, you want to isolate those times. Isolate times you spend on Facebook, whatever. Keep it separate, because you're just going to waste your time. And the thing is that as time goes on, you get better practicing essentialism. You could make it a lot better by implementing the principles of deep work. So what deep work consists of, it's like progressive overload in the gym. So instead of setting a timer where you only study for 20 minutes, you could go on for 30, 40, 50 minutes. And at the peak of my deep work, this is when I had no internet. I was out on the ocean doing some work. I was able to get like 90 minutes, I'd say 90 minutes of solid straight work done, distraction free, and the quality was actually pretty high output. So once you get better over time, you'll be able to not only prioritize your time better by cutting out the non-essentials, but also just like getting deeper focused work done. You ever, like, I heard stories about like Bill Gates where he'd just go up to a mountain like once or like 1 week or 2 weeks a year, and just no distractions, no technology. You just sit there and write and just reflect. So that's essentially like, that's extreme. Of course, you're probably not in that position to go up to a cabin once a year. But if that's the case, I know this is gonna sound cliche, but kind of like dopamine detox. But do it in a way that takes away the non-essentials. So delete Instagram for 2 weeks, or delete Snapchat for 2 weeks. I just deleted Instagram, and I think I'm gonna be gone for like maybe a couple weeks. I don't know. I want to definitely do it for a minimum of 2 weeks, but we'll see how that goes. And going back to the heights of my, like when I was doing 90 minutes of deep work and just straight essentialism, no distractions, just high output work, I was able to output just about 1,200 pages, over 1,100 pages of typed work and drawings for engineering projects of that nature. So the work was there, and I actually did very well on all those projects. I just got the grades back. But so what you have to do is just cut out the non-essentials, and you're gonna have to say no to some people. People are gonna be like, hey, can you help me with this? Or, hey, you wanna come by and talk? Or, hey, let's have a team dinner or family dinner or friendly dinner. And you kind of have to set a limit for yourself. Be like, okay, I'm only gonna stay for 15 minutes. I'm not gonna stay for the hour. You stay for the hour. That's like 45 minutes. You could have been doing other things. Because when you aren't cutting out the non-essentials out of your work, it's going to lead to procrastination. I mean, that's why you probably spend so much time on social media or at dinners with friends or chilling with friends, because you don't want to do the work. You want to put off the work till later, whether that's with school, whether that's in your professional life. And by putting off the work, it could either go one of two ways. You either realize at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, oh, I gotta do this work, I gotta study, I gotta get stuff done. Or you're gonna go to bed anyways and not get anything done, and it's gonna bite you in the butt later on. You know, you're gonna be scrambling in class, forgetting notes, and not do so hot on tests and quizzes. But if you're looking to cut out any of the non-essential activities, or just study more of essentialism and knowledge of that nature, there's a great book by Greg McEwen called Essentialism, and there's also another great book called Deep Work. I actually read both these this year, and that's pretty much what has enabled me to output high level work, whether it's in school, whether it's in the gym, training others, and even now just doing YouTube. Like, I was able to study for about 2 hours and get work done. It's finals week, by the way, so I was able to study, get work done, do a final, hit the gym, and since I don't have these distractions, I'm able to do this and preach it, which is something that I enjoy. So, but that's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, or if you like this video, I'll be doing more in the future, more than just essentialism and deep work. Hopefully I want to get more videos out with the gym, but also just self-improvement in general. My name is Stan, and thank you for watching.